Sure, I could handle.
All right.
Although I wouldn't. I'm trying to figure out how.
Well, I'll put my number up there.
She
can always get in touch with
refer
me.
anything.
So, thank you, sweet.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
And to Wendy, and to Wendy's dog. How is Wendy's dog? That's her daughter. How is Wendy's dog?
JP is fine. He gets carried all over the place. But he's fine.
Oh, you met JP, right?
No, I didn't. I heard about nothing the whole trip, did I?
He wears his life jacket when he goes near the water.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's like George. Yeah, no, the whole
No,
trip.
he's about this big.
Yes, yes. Well, I'm glad that they got back together. But that's about all I heard about on the 3-day trip was about the dog. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
How the dog was.
I forget where the dog was.
Okay, goodbye,
Oh,
everybody.
Barbara was taking care of it.
We have been in the presence of God. Thank you so much for being with us. I can't thank you enough, Isabel Folsom McConnell, and I can't thank you enough, Walter.
Thank you.
And I guess we covered everything, and if not, you can always come back. Bye-bye. Keep
Bye.
the faith.
Bye-bye.
Hi, folks. This is Glendora. And I have a delightful lady visiting you. This is Elizabeth Witter. And she's going to tell us about, I wish I lived in New London. She's going to tell us about the great trips and events that the senior citizens have planned. Folks, I'd like to have you meet Elizabeth Witter again, and she's going to tell us what the seniors are going to do in the city of New London for the month of September. Good morning, Elizabeth. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. How are you?
Thank you for putting up for my lassitude here.
Okay.
Did you want to start with the events or with the trips?
Let's start with trips.
Okay.
September 2nd, we are visiting the Estuary Council of Senior Centers in Old Saybrook.
The Estuary Council.
Yes, it's ESTUARY, Council of Senior Centers in Old Saybrook.
And what is that, Elizabeth?
That is a group that have gotten together and formed a senior center with the surrounding towns.
Oh, I see.
It's like a conglomerate of cities or towns.
Do you know any of the towns?
Essex, Old Saybrook, of course, and some of the other surrounding towns in that area.
Oh, yes, that's a fine thing. Oh,
Britain, I believe, is still part of that group.
oh, uh-huh.
And we're having lunch there, and the cost will be $3 per person for lunch. And after lunch, they'll be going thrift shopping, And they have a wonderful thrift shop down on the lower level of their senior center.
Oh, good.
The volunteers maintain that. They clean everything up and keep everything in order, well organized. And it's a wonderful, wonderful trip. And this is the second time we're doing it. The seniors have requested it.
Elizabeth Witter, can a person go who's not a member of your group?
Usually we try to fill with people who are residents of the city of New London. However, if there is an opening, we may take a friend or two along.
They may take a friend?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And then the next trip?
Will be September 9th. We are planning a trip to Lisbon. Lisbon has a wonderful shopping center called Lisbon Landing. And across from Lisbon Landing, they've opened up another shopping center that's built right into the side of a hill. It's quite an architectural challenge, I do believe. But they have a wonderful new Target and a Chili's restaurant, and our group goes up there, and they spend the day shopping and having lunch, and then they head on back to the center.
Oh, that's nice. And that one, how much does it cost?
Free.
Oh, okay.
And then September 16th, we are doing a day in Newport, Rhode Island, and now they had a trip to Narragansett not too long ago to cruise the Sound up there, which is,
Yes.
yeah, it's beautiful. The
Yes.
Southland Cruises takes you around on about an hour cruise up there. It points out all the historical points.
You give them such good trips, Elizabeth.
Yeah. But now they want to do shopping at the shops because they've spotted some of the shops in Newport. So we're going to go up there again. I'll probably go on that trip so that I can round them all up or keep them somehow organized. And they'll be stopping in the little boutiques and shops up there and then having lunch at a really nice restaurant that they tell me is wonderful. So sounds like a wonderful trip.
It does indeed.
Good time of year to go north, too.
Sure.
Yeah. September 23rd, we are going to Sonolus Studios for the taping of a popular game show, Deal or No Deal. They have just moved here from Los Angeles, California.
Really?
Yes, and they're in Waterford now, Waterford, Connecticut, at the Sonolus Studios. And then we're going to be having lunch.
And they're actually going to be on TV?
Hopefully they'll be on TV, and I'll be able to catch a few of them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting.
Yes, they are. They're all excited about that, and so
So
we're
am
going
I.
to try that, see how it goes. We got in on the bottom line here because I have a friend up in the north part of the state who sent us an email letting us know that they were coming to the area. So I emailed the contact person, and we got tickets right away.
Oh, my.
And on the day we had to sign up, they were advertising in the newspaper. They had a nice article in the newspaper about what was coming to the area. So
This is so exciting. You're way ahead of us.
I try to stay on the thing. And then September 30th, we are going to Hartford, and we're going to visit the Mark Twain House and the Harriet Beecher Stowe House, both located in Hartford, Connecticut, really right around the corner from each other.
Oh, right.
And the cost for that one is $20, and that covers the cost of admission to the two houses. Lunch will be on their own.
Oh, lunch is on their own. Oh, those are beautiful trips.
I think it's going to be a nice September. Going to have a lot of nice things going on.
I just want to thank you from my heart for doing so much for the seniors.
Well, we're glad that you appreciate what we do because a lot of people don't realize how much senior centers, how big a role they play in the lives of many seniors who don't have any family
Yeah,
or relatives close by.
yeah, absolutely. Good point.
Yes. Thursday, September 10th, here at the Senior Center, we're having a game day. And we have OIC, which is like an institute that teaches people culinary arts.
Oh, okay.
There's a culinary arts school.
Yeah.
And they're coming, and they're going to do a lunch here, meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and gravy luncheon. And the seniors are welcome to come to that. It is free, and that is under the direction of Chef Celine. And she does a wonderful job with her students. And they feel real special, the senior when they do this for them.
I think so. Do they learn to cook?
Yes, they do learn to cook, and they learn to serve, too. But, everything is done very nicely with a lot of class.
Oh, nice.
And then on Tuesday, September 15th, we have the birthday bash, where we celebrate everyone's birthday, and the Price is Right game, where they actually play the Price is Right, and if they come closest without going over the amount I paid.
I think we might have used up the tape on this side.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that seniors can be involved in, and we hope that they'll visit their local senior centers if they have one. And if not, we're looking for pen pals here in New London. We'd like
Pen
somebody
pals.
to be our pen pal some distance away so that we could share stories.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you actually mean old-fashioned writing?
Yeah, old-fashioned writing.
Not email?
Not email.
Really?
Have some people who refuse to sit down at a computer and would like to communicate with people who live a distance away.
Oh, yeah, that's very good. How do you go about being a pen pal? Supposing somebody listening to this right now wants to be a pen pal, what do they do?
Well, if they write or call the Senior Center here at area code 860-447-5232, we'll speed up the process and get them hooked up with someone who would like to communicate with them.
That's simple enough.
Yeah, I would think so.
Well, that's the end?
That's the end of September and part of October, my dear.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think what we'll do is we'll repeat October when we make the September program.
That's fine. That's fine.
Now, Elizabeth, since Kathleen McBride was so kind to sign us up with MetroCast,
Yeah.
I believe that she and you can ask MetroCast to loan you a camcorder.
Okay.
And you could videotape some of these things.
Oh, is that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will try.
And I can take it on mini DV.
Okay.
I can take it on VHS. I can take it on DVD. So whatever you send me, and then I can fix it all up and put the opening on and the figures and numbers and addresses and telephone numbers on the screen.
Okay.
And then I can send it to MetroCast, and it will be television ready,
Okay.
and they can cablecast it.
Okay. I want you to repeat for me those different venues of
It would be mini DV.
mini
Yeah, mini DV.
EV.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a tape.
Okay.
Or it could be VHS tape,
Okay.
or it can be a disc.
Or disc, which is like a CD.
Like a CD but video.
DVD.
Yeah, DVD.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll see what I can do about getting you some of this film clip.
Yeah, videotape everything you want. Don't worry about the length or anything else.
Okay. All right. Because you can just clip it.
Sure.
Paste it, whatever. Okay. All right. Sounds great.
That's funny. Yeah, well, it's good. This editing is called.
Yeah, that's what editing is called.
But it's not clip and paste, but that's funny. It used to be in the old days.
Yeah, it's old days.
Many old days, way back to the 50s.
Yeah. Now it's cut and paste from the computer. You cut and paste a lot.
Yeah, it's in and out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Enter in and exit out. Okay, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Anything
Thank
else?
you.
Thank you, my pleasure, and thank you for setting this up with the New London MetroCast.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
How
We're glad
did
to do it. We just didn't want anyone caught in the middle of anything.
No, and it was a misrepresentation, and I'm sorry. What did you do? Did you call them and ask them to mail it to you, or how did it happen? Just Mary Jane just...
We went and picked up, we had the driver pick up the form, and then we filled it out and we took it down there.
Oh, I see.
And it was all filled out.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, that's wonderful.
very nice.
I called up Joe Page, and he said he'd received it. I think they will look forward to this wonderful tape.
Yeah, that's great.
And any footage, particularly any of those things that you're doing, they're also...
I will try and get some videotape for you.
Yeah.
Is what I can do.
Yeah, it'd be best just to have a little camcorder which you hold in the palm of your hand
Yeah.
and turn it on. That's all there is to it.
Okay, we'll try that.
And always look for the red button that it is on.
Okay.
Because a lot of my people have they see the picture, you know, in the screen.
That's it.
They think that's it, but
Record it.
the record hasn't been pushed.
Okay.
Okay, Elizabeth, thanks so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
A pleasure as always.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Hello?
Hi, Tony. This is Joe Cronin.
Hi, Joe Cohen. I'm glad to hear from you.
How you doing?
Oh, everything's perfect.
I'm glad to hear that.
He says, well, my first daughter married a man from Singleton, New Hampshire, and they had one child. My second daughter married a man from Twin Oaks, Missouri, and they had 2 children. My third daughter married a man from Three Rivers, California, and they had 3 children. And his friend says, why are you worried about your 4th daughter? And Dick says, she's going with a fellow from the Thousand Islands. Here, Edgar was talking to God, and he says, God, why did you make Eve? God says, I thought you were lonesome. And Ed said, well, God, why did you make her so beautiful? And God says, so you would like her. And Ed says, well, God, why did you make her so dumb? And God said, so she would like you. This Baptist minister would go see his flock every week, and he said, Farmer John, I haven't seen you in church for a long time. And Farmer John says, well, I don't have any good clothes. I just got my farming gear. I don't want to go to church in my farming gear. And the Baptist minister says, oh, we can remedy that. And the next Wednesday, the Baptist minister brought the farmer a lovely outfit. But come Sunday, Farmer John is not in church. And the Baptist minister says, Farmer John, I am astounded you were not in church last Sunday. And Farmer John says, those clothes you gave me were so nice, I thought I could go to the Episcopal Church. Last story I have for you is that this church had a Bible selling contest. And the man who sold the most Bibles started. He started badly. And so all the parishioners said, what did you say? To sell the most Bibles. He said, I just said, do you want to buy a Bible, or do you want me to read it to you?
Okay, thank you, Glendora. Okay, now we'll talk about our future reunion.
Question here.
His car pointed north, Route 9, to Lake George, Bolton Landing, and he had a footnote. He wants you to know this, that in cases where the quality of life, this cliche, is unfavorable, the decision as to whether to put in a stent or to replace a hip or other operations such as that That decision should be made by the physician. It should not be made by the government. An example was a lady who was 97 years old. She was in bed all of the time. Fell out of bed, broke her hip. Should that lady have a hip replacement? Dr. McConnell says no, because she's going to go back into bed and a hip replacement wouldn't be a help to her. Then there was a quality of life where he was doing a slideshow on his trips to Mount Everest. A 100-year-old lady sat down next to the projector, and she told him that he should have some kind of improvement in his pictures, and he didn't agree with her, but she insisted on it. She said, I'm a former teacher, I've been a teacher all my life, and your presentation would be greatly improved. If you had such and such that she suggested. See if I picked it up on the audio tape. It's 90 degrees today, folks.
So anyway, that's a decision that the...
Yeah, here's some of it. We'll try it up close.
Okay. Yeah. We're talking people 75, 80, 85, 90 years old. My dad was 103.
Was he?
When he died, and he took a balloon ride when he was 102. So anyway, that's a decision that the government has to stay out of.
Yeah.
Government has to stay out of it.
Anyway.
Okay, I got it. Now that we have your approval, got it. Yeah, so
All right.
not for taking me. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.
So that was the third or fourth goodbye. I want to read to you a poem. This is a picture of Isabel and Glendora and Wendy, the McConnell daughter. And that was taken in Dover, New Hampshire. And it was on August the 1st when we went to the Folsom family reunion. And these are all Folsoms that you see here. I would like to quickly go over the amendments to the Constitution, your protections. The First Amendment has 5 rights in it: freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of press, and what else? Freedom to assemble peacefully, and freedom to petition your government for redress of wrong. Second Amendment is the right to bear arms. That means in January you can go outdoors wearing, you don't have to wear a sweater. The Third Amendment is that you don't have to house a soldier. The Fourth Amendment is that you shall be secure in your person, your home, your papers, and your effects. That means no unreasonable searches, and no searches or warrants for search and seizure shall issue without probable cause and without an oath, and without particularity as to what is to be searched or seized. Remember the Fourth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment is that you can't be tried twice for the same offense. That's double jeopardy. The government can't take your property without just compensation. You do not have to testify against yourself. And I think, is it the Fifth Amendment that says you don't have to answer a charge unless you have an indictment from a grand jury. Well, how that is abused. You do not have to answer a charge unless you have an indictment by a grand jury. What's in the Sixth Amendment? That you shall have a speedy trial. That means 70 days from the time that you are arrested, you have a trial. If you don't, the case is out. What else is in the Sixth Amendment? That it be a speedy trial and a public trial. So if you go to a courtroom and the public can't hear, then it is not a public trial and the case has to be dismissed. Or these side benches, these sidebars and these conferences in the chambers of a judge, they're out. That is not public. And I'm doing this all from memory, and it may be wrong. And also the Sixth Amendment says you should be faced by your accuser. I guess that's in the Fifth Amendment. Okay, you must be faced by your accuser. And also, you have a right to counsel. Counsel does not necessarily mean a lawyer. It can be a member of your family. It can be a friend. And you shall have